What's going on, gamer? So this literally just went live not too long ago, and we always wanted a lot of answers about this, right? So who's coming out making this aware? And now we know 100%. It's just like I was saying, it's him that's doing it. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella just sent a company-wide memo to more than 200,000 employees, finally addressing the recent layoffs. He also lays out what, why, and how, or why, what, and how of Microsoft, and key priorities like security, quality, and AI details. Now, this isn't necessarily specifically about just looking at Xbox. This is just looking at Microsoft as a whole company in general, the entire layoff period, including Xbox. So remember what I'm saying here. We just need to look at where he wants this company to go, because that does matter, because it's obvious what the priority is. He's not looking at Xbox. He doesn't really care about it like that, trust me. Because the way that Microsoft became the richest company in the world along with Nvidia is not through the gaming. You know what I mean? Not even close. Gaming needs them to survive in that sort of sense. So in his mind, we're trying to look at it his point of view. He's talking about addressing everything that he wants for the Microsoft trillion dollar corporation, not necessarily a gaming aspect, but that affects the gaming world because we've seen this. So let's get into this. Are we ready? Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, let's get down to this. Good article, Tom. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella didn't send a company-wide memo when the software maker laid off 9,000 earlier this month. Now Nadella is finally addressing what's on many Microsoft employees' minds. Before we go down to this, I want to tell you something that I saw about a report with Nintendo. You guys know, if you go on my channel, you see that that one post that I show people all the time when it comes to my page right here. Microsoft and Sony need to take notes from Nintendo on how to run a company in gaming and be a family. Have to have a soul for that, though, not to lay off. And then you see it did very well. Okay, so when the Wii U didn't do successful, right? And you want to see why this makes sense. Getting to what he's about to talk about and why he's going to do this. What Iwata did, not just him, but Miyamoto, they all cut down the salaries to save all those people, to keep the morale at the highest degree. Nintendo is very serious. One of the most important things in the office of Nintendo is to keep the morality at the highest degree, where people feel happy, peaceful, not overworked, not looked at as a slave, and not sitting there thinking they're going to lose their job. Because when you have all that stuff going on, you are not at your highest peak to perform the best. When you feel like you're a family and you're a part of something, somebody cares about you and they won't just dump you off, that type of synergy and bond, which is kind of what I think this guy would have, but I think not for gaming, because to him, it's too late. And for gaming, there's just no way you're going to recover like that, and it's not worth it. I just know how he thinks. Trust me, I can tell. And I'm not saying he's wrong from that point of view, but as a gamer, obviously you're not going to like this guy coming in the gaming world. It's just the way that it works, you know? So like I said, looking outside of gaming, I understand his position at Microsoft. But looking at him from a gaming perspective, just like Bobby Kotick said, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? I'm going to do a video for you guys to prove that, about what I'm talking about. But keeping the morale high is very important. And Satya is going to send out this so that he can try to do that. Are we ready to get to this? So let's get to it. I want to speak to what's been weighing heavily on me, and what I know many of you are thinking about. The recent job eliminations, because when it happens, all those people like, you know what I mean, they're hit like, what's going to happen to me next? When you do that, you've tanked down the morality. And you need to bring that back up if you're going to be a good leader and get that back going and keep things going. That's why being a leader is very tough, because you're now responsible for all that. And when you have that many people, you need to make sure you put that right person in that position to be able to make sure you're handling that much staff. It's not like you think. It's a tougher job than it seems. So he said, recent job elimination, says Nadella in a memo to all Microsoft employees today. These decisions are among the most difficult we have to make. They affect people we've worked alongside, learned from, and shared countless moments with, our colleagues, teammates, and friends. I mean, that's all nice, and it sounds nice, but you still dumped them off, and you didn't have to. While Nadella expresses gratitude for affected employees, he doesn't guarantee there won't be more waves of layoffs. You damn right there's going to be more. A lot more. It's going to be, yeah, in the near future. And notes that Microsoft's headcount is relatively unchanged, despite the cuts. I also want to acknowledge the uncertainty and seeming incongruence of the times we're in. By every objective measure, Microsoft is thriving. Our market performance, strategic positioning, market performance, $1 trillion, record profits, strategic positioning, and growth all point up and to the right. So everything he's done has been right. Those layoffs are okay because they're getting the market performance, the strategic positioning, and the growth that they need as a Microsoft company. Not as gaming, obviously, they're dumping on that. Remember, we're talking about Microsoft here and him because that's what they're doing. It's pretty obvious. We know this. We're investing more in CapEx than ever before. Our overall headcount is relatively unchanged, and some of the talent and experts in our industry and Microsoft is being recognized and rewarded at levels never seen before. Same thing with the layoffs, though, right? And yet, at the same time, we've undergone layoffs. Well, I'm glad at least he said that. This is the enigma of success. Listen to what he's saying. This is the enigma of success in an industry that has no franchise value. He's right about that, though, about the franchise. Progress isn't linear. No. It's dynamic, sometimes dissonant, and always demanding. But it's also a new opportunity for us to shape, lead through, and have greater impact than ever before. So basically, it's going to get more elite. It's going to get more intense. He's going to crunch down even more, and he wants to make even more money and be even more corporate and profit oriented. So more layoffs are going to happen, and it's going to be to where we can make the most, and NVIDIA is not going to get in front of my pride and beat me. I want to get ahead of NVIDIA. Let's get more greedy. Maybe more Visa Go cards. I'm not going to say anything else. After addressing the layoffs, NADELLA also lays out Microsoft's mission, priorities, and culture. Pretty sure y'all probably laugh about that. The mission, as you might expect, revolves very much around the potential of AI. Are we not surprised? Of course. He asked more than 200,000 employees to imagine if all 8 billion people could summon a researcher, keyword summon, a researcher, an analyst, or a coding agent, and how this could unlock entirely new levels of agility and innovation in his matrix system. It's not what you think. Don't trust this guy. The Daily also outlines 3 key business priorities: security, quality, and AI transformation. Artificial intelligence. Artificial, not organic. Focus. Upside down. Security was made Microsoft's #1 priority last year after a series of attacks and trust waning in Microsoft's security efforts. Now the data says Microsoft is doubling down on the fundamentals while also focusing on AI. Security and quality are non-negotiable. It's no negotiating. Of course. I mean, you really can't. The way they're trying to put the same thing with NVIDIA, I promise you. Our infrastructure and services are mission critical for the world, and without them, we don't have permission to move forward. Says NADELLA. We don't have permission. It's like I tell you guys before, there's something above him. And there's something above that. And there's something above that. And you thought you seen power, and it's like, oh yeah, Illuminati. What, like the next step up on the pyramid? And there's like tons way higher than them. Oh yeah, they're a distraction. Yeah, it's like that. On the culture side, there are plenty concerns from Microsoft's employees that continues layoffs. That the continuous layoffs could create a culture of fear. NADELLA now wants employees to keep the growth mindset culture in mind while the AI platform shift is reshaping Microsoft's products. Reshaping. The AI is taking over everything, he's saying. And business models. This is the future. They're telling you right there. The AI platform, not human, AI platform shift. Reshaping everything. Video games, too. Trust me on this. AI slop. Oh, yeah, I've been saying it. It might feel messy at times. Oh, yeah, I bet. But transformation always is, says NADELLA. Teams are reorganizing, scopes are expanding, new opportunities are everywhere. So, guys, right here, he's basically making it quite clear, and it's basically what we've been talking about. So we were right on the point. All that is for AI. No negotiations. Somebody's behind him, just like he's behind Phil Spencer. It's like that. Get it done. Know what I mean? I chose you for a reason. You're the one that they're seeing leading Microsoft. The one who's saying that you're never going to see come on the camera. That's all I can give you about that. That's all I'm going to say. You'll never see them. But here, we know what to expect. Let's just hope Xbox can survive, right? And not get sacrificed and just thrown away. man, it's just something to be aware about, y'all. It's like when I think about Microsoft, I think about in the future. One day you wake up, where's Game Pass? What happened? Oh, we're sorry. You know what I mean? Just saying, man. Never know with this damn company. So just keep your awareness aware. Remember, this is about a Microsoft corporation, not about Game Pass or Xbox or any of that type of stuff. But we need to understand this because this affects everything at Microsoft, which has taken over Xbox, and it's now Microsoft Corporation and Microsoft Gaming. So let me know what you guys think about this. We got our answers about what happened at the Xbox Game Studios now and everything. It's all right here. He's doing it, but somebody's pushing him too. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Just trying to give you guys as much of the curtain peek as I can. Later.